What's up everybody, it's your boy Tanner Weidman of BarbarianBody, and today I've got for you my personal bicep routine for building up your biceps as big as possible. Check it out. Alright, so we're taking it away here and we're starting with our very first exercise. And this is sort of a bench preacher curl. So what you're able to see me do here is I've raised the bench up onto about a 45-degree angle and I've placed my arm over top of it, and all I'm doing is just a preacher curl off of this bench. The purpose of this exercise is to isolate that bicep entirely before we get into this whole regimen. By putting your arm up on top of this bench, you're taking out the role that your shoulders are gonna play and assisting you to get that weight up, which is extremely beneficial in you targeting those biceps entirely. Also, this is an exercise you're gonna be able to lift a lot of weight and strictly focus only on those biceps. So here we're working with about 4 sets for about 8 reps, so I'm lifting some heavy weight and I'm making sure that on each repetition that arm is going down almost to complete lockout. You don't want it to quite go that far to prevent injury on your elbow, and then you're bringing it right back up all the way to the top, bring it back down and fire it back up. And what I want you to be focused on is that you're never thrusting your elbow forward to help you pull the weight back up. You want this to be strictly isolated on those biceps. And this is gonna focus on both heads of your biceps, but mostly you're gonna have more focus on the inner head or the short head of your bicep. So when you're coming down, you're bringing that weight all the way down to just about the point before you're locking out. And as you're bringing it up, I want you to focus on trying to rotate that pinky in and have that thumb turn a little bit out, just so you can get more of that focus on that short head of the bicep. Next, we've got our seated incline dumbbell biceps curl. And this is a very awesome and powerful exercise that you're gonna use to target the long head of the bicep. And that's that outer head. That's what's actually going to allow you to get sort of that peak that you're looking for, because that part of your bicep lies over top of the shorter head there. And so what you're doing here is you're lying down in that position, your arms are coming down behind your back, and you're getting more of a stretch of that upper head. Because what happens here is your bicep starts down by your elbow and comes in up in towards your shoulder. So as your arms come back here, you're getting a stretch and you're able to engage that long head. You're bringing your arms back down and you're lifting the weight up by contracting the biceps and rotating that pinky in and that thumb outwards, and then you're bringing the weight back down. And what I want you to be focused on is that you're never actually using your elbows and your shoulders to lift the weight. I want that part to stay still. So from your shoulder to your elbow, staying completely stationary, and you're just firing strictly using that bicep and the nice supinated grip. And for this circuit, I'm hitting about 3 sets of about 10 to 12 repetitions. All right, now we're coming back at the biceps with more of that weight. We're overloading it. We're coming in here with a concentration curl. So what you see me do is in the seated position, I've placed my elbow up against my knee. It's not on top, it's right out to the side of it. And what this is doing is it's going to prevent my elbow from thrusting backwards, thus preventing me from engaging my shoulders. So what you're doing here is you're letting the arm come down just before it's about to lock out, and then with the supinated grip, you're coming up and again, rotating that pinky inwards and that thumb outwards to get that nice contraction of the bicep. Now, for this exercise, I'm running between about 3 sets for about 8 repetitions. So low rep, high weight, baby. Now we're coming in with our finishing exercise, and these are the 21s. Why are they called 21s? Because you're gonna be doing 3 independent sets simultaneously, one after the other, but with different angles of attack. So to begin, you're starting with 7 repetitions of the bottom half of a bicep curl. So obviously with yourself standing, you're gonna grab a straight bar or an easy curl bar like you can see me using here, and you're gonna be getting the bicep curl for about 7 repetitions. And you're only going to the halfway point. You're gonna get 7 repetitions at that point, and then as soon as you've gotten those 7 repetitions, you're gonna pause and then start from going from the middle of the lift all the way to the top. And you're gonna get 7 there. And you're only stopping after the arms get to that nice 90-degree angle. After that 7 is completed, you're gonna finish with the last 7. And this is the one that's gonna take the biggest toll on your biceps. Here you're doing the full motion of the bicep curl. So you're coming all the way down and you're firing those arms all the way back up. And now the same way that I've been iterating with every other bicep exercise, you want to make sure that you're never engaging that shoulder. So you want the point of your arm from your elbow to your shoulder to be completely stationary so that you can fully engage that bicep and target it entirely. We're looking to totally isolate that bicep. And now for this exercise, I'm only running between about 2 to 3 sets 3 if I'm really feeling like killing myself. But typically I'll just run about 2 sets. And again, the name suggests 21 reps, so you're doing 21 repetitions. And 2 key things that I want you to take away from this is that you're using a light weight. This is not meant to be overloaded with. You're doing a high number of repetitions, attacking your biceps from a bunch of different angles. And as well, also need to make sure that you're never arching that back to help you lift the weight, because what's the purpose if your focus is strictly on the biceps? And number 2, you're also likely to injure yourself by compressing a disc or by pulling something when you're trying to get that weight up. So stick to some light weight and don't ever be thrusting your back backwards. If you find yourself having to arch in this direction at any point of the lift, the weight is too much, just drop it a little bit and then go from there. There you guys go. There's a quick total bicep annihilation workout that I like to use if I'm really feeling like pushing my arms to the next level. And this is gonna definitely help you create some of that bicep peak and build those guns up just a little bit bigger. Inch by inch, day by day. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly home workout videos and workout tips that I promise you, you're gonna love. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.